Alright. Welcome everybody. Disclaimer, trading stocks is very risky. My results aren't as typical. The typical result of an average trader will be to lose money. Keep in mind that you're accountable for your own decisions and that there's no guarantees that watching any of my content will improve your trading. With that being said, let's get into today's trading session. We got about 3 minutes to the open here. I'm just sitting down, so I haven't marked out anything yet. We have LOCL leading gapper. Gapping up 51%, high of 83. I also want to see BDRX. I want to see, is it holding? Okay, so I had a high of 82.50 yesterday. Let me go ahead and mark that out. 82.50. 82.50, that'll be a daily level, so it's blue. And now we can get rid of these lines. Alright. Yeah, pre-market 70. Okay, BDRX is marked out. LOCL, as long as it gets back over VWAP, it should look good. And if it gets over, if LOCL gets over 1, then about 112 is where it tends to hit resistance. Alright, next one, GMK, lower priced, we need to get back above VWAP. So we'll go ahead and let's go like this. Let's go here and GMK. BDRX. HLBZ. HLBZ is also pretty low priced. BRDS. EBS. EBS, I mean, it looks decent. It reclaimed its levels. Has a high of 11. We need to get back up there. Alright, market's open. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Flores. JFIN. Okay, local hitting 72. Watch this next candle for break of 72. Taking a dip here at 71. Starter. I want to see it hold 70. I can go ahead and get out for a small loss. Seems to be just going back to red. So big sellers on LOCL. It was about to break VWAP, needed cleaner momentum there. Now that it's back down to 68, we'd have to wait for More clean move. PRDS seems to be shooting up. Yesterday, this one I was right on yesterday, but maybe it's cleaner today. Seller at 24, watching. Getting a starter here as it breaks 24, watching 24.50. Watch that seller at 24.50 break. Cutting it at 24, small loss. So still need to see that seller at 24.50 thin out. Buyer at 24. Taking a starter. Cutting it as the buyer breaks. GMK. Watching 20. Break of 20. Watching 20.50. Watching 21 here. Watch 20.50, 21. Seller at 20 and 80. Cutting at break even. Watching 21 break here. Back to green on the day. Watching 21.50 and 22. Taking it off break even. Watching 2180 one more time. And 22. Watching 22, sellers at 2197. Watching 22 here. Taking it off at 2190 and 2170 for a loss. Got filled at 60 there. Wide 40. Watching this as it comes back up to 22. Watching 22 break. Taking it off mostly break even. Morning, Dolce. Morning, trader community. BDRX needs more volume still. Watching 22 break. LGMK. There's 2230. Can we get break of 2250? Watching 2230 and 50. There's 2280. Watching 23. Waiting to sell. I want to see it hold up 23 here. I don't want to add to the selling pressure. Okay, there we go. Watching 2350. 2350 high day pre-market. Adding. Watching high day break. Pre-market highs broken. Watching 24. Watch 24 here. Hit 2380. Big buyer stepping in at 24,350. Watching 2380 break. Watching 24 for the breakout. Unloading a little bit. Unloading the rest at 24. Huge buyer at 24. Gonna go ahead and get out break even actually. It went anyway. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, 27. Alright. Taking a loss, small loss. Big buyer at 2350. Starter at 24, watching 2450, 2460 break. Out at 2362, took the loss. Looks a little top heavy. I mean, we have gone from 19 to 25. It's a pretty significant move for this price range. I wonder how much fees I already racked up. Let me just take a quick look. Because I have been churning shares a lot. Probably already reached like 250,000 shares. Probably more actually. Yeah, we're already at $30 of fees today. Just keeping it in the back burner, back of my mind. That's all. Don't want to overtrade. Okay, watching for a dip for the break of 25. Starter here. 2470. Watching 25 break. 2490 is our average. Watching 25. Tapping 25, watching the break. There's 25, 50, 60. Watching 25, 60. Buyers to 25, 40, 50. Big seller at 25, 90. getting it out. Small winner. Took it out at 25.20 mostly. There's a big seller at 25.90 though. I think that scared off more buyers from coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and size down this pullback if we do take trades. Also, I'm gonna take a look at the high day scans, see if there's anything that's there that I could be missing. NBX pushing highs. Pretty light volume, but it's not light enough to where I wouldn't consider it. Let me see what the level 2 looks like. Morning, Mike. 2450 is the high of the previous 1 minute candle. So EBS sold off completely. PYXS is also kind of selling off. LOCL selling off. BDRX just waiting for it to curl above VWAP with volume. BRDS needs to get back over VWAP for me to consider it again. LGMK is the one that I've been watching. So smaller size now, waiting for it to retest highs. Then we can put large size in again. There is a big buyer at 2350, so I will start to get a position here. Break a 24. Watching 24, 2450 is the spot to watch. Watching 2450. There's 2440. I might look to hold this initial position if we do get a solid break of 2450. Big buyer at 2450. Yeah, we're gonna hold this position. We're gonna add to it at 25 break. Watching break at 25. 2550 is the new spot to watch. Watching 25.50 break. There's 60. Now watching 26, 25.90 actually. So lost on the ad. The one where I added at 25.50, I lost in that ad. Sold it at 25.30. Okay, so that seller at 25.90 is really scaring off buyers. We are getting a lot of buying volume on this candle, over 2 million shares of volume. Watching a micro pullback for an entry. Possible entry at 25.30 if that seller breaks. Okay, 25 is a holding, no, 24.70. Low of the previous candle, 24.50. So we just broke below the previous candle. Starter 24.50. See if it wants to get back above it. No, I'm gonna cut at 24.30. I did want to get back above though. Look at that. But it's kind of it might need to pull back. Yes, Flores, key is to keep the money that I made, so I do size down on the pullbacks, but when it's starting to push aggressively for highs again, that's when I size back up. And if I see myself starting to get back money, like if I go down to like $500, then I'll also size down. But I don't want to undercapitalize, and that's always an issue, so if it's actively pushing highs and I'm actively making money on it, I will stay at the size that I'm at. And then size down on pullbacks when I could get caught in flushes or dips. So here actually would be a spot to size down if it doesn't want to break over 25.50. Just so I don't forget, I'm also gonna mark out 25.90. There's a huge seller there that's been there for like a long time. 25.90 has a huge seller. 25, big seller. We got above it though. Okay. I'll see if I can get a starter here. I need to see big bids though. Not seeing any bids. When there's no big bids, the move tends to not be sustained, and we get candles like that. So topping tail candle. No bids to support the move, therefore just kind of came back down. Size back down. 24, buyer at 24. Will hold. Local just made a huge move. What's the level 2 look like though? I feel like it's not going to be sustained because it's only on 200,000 shares. Look at this volume. The volume on that candle was almost nothing. So I'll use small size on it if I do trade it. 2,000 shares for starters. I mean, this thing shot up 5 cents, but no volume. I'm gonna give a LGMK my focus instead. I feel like it's gonna shoot back down for LOCL. But hey, if it pulls back to 60, 61, 60 here, and then gets volume on the next candle and pushes through 63, then I'll definitely hop in for the U-up break. But need volume though. 2460 high the previous candle. Trader community, AMBI, I see it halted and then resumed with some volume. I don't know, it's not really in my, it's kind of out of my price range, and it's also low volume, so I'm not sure if I would want to trade it. I'm watching it on the side though. Okay, that last candle was, basically didn't move at all. You can't even see the candle with the trend line over it. Buyer at 24 getting eaten up. Lows here were 2350. Lows here were 22, 2250, 2260. Go ahead and mark that up. This is also low volume. I just hit my high day scan. What's the level 2 look like though? Oh, big seller. No, that's not gonna break. Okay. Typically, Flores, typically I don't short. Um, I probably would only short stuff that's easy to borrow if I did. And I mean, we don't usually get a lot of those on TD Ameritrade. And I mean, I know how to. I know all the. It's basically like the flip flop strategies of the long bias trader. Um, Basically like you have bear flags instead of bull flags and all that. Um, so I understand where I would get in and all that. I just um, I'm more comfortable trading to the long side. I started back in 2020. I started looking at Warrior Trading back in April of 2020, right after the market crash. His videos would pop up all over my YouTube feed, so I started getting into it. And then I started in the sim in September of 2020, and then I started live in December 2020, and took me about 2 years to get profitable. November last year is when I turned the corner. LGMK, retesting VWAP here, and its previous pullback lows, 2260. Depending on how it reacts to VWAP here will determine the rest of this move. I don't like how it slowly came down to VWAP. Could indicate that it wants to just break it and continue lower. Okay, there's 23 though. Starter at 2260, watching 23. Watching 23 thin out. Okay, watching 2350. 2350, the highs there. Gonna cut it at 2285. Small winner. Buyer at 2286. Buyer's thinning out. EMEA from yesterday hitting all-time highs. Slow volume. I have 3340. Starter size. Watching break of highs. $33.20 on the ask. $33.15 by 30. There we go. 33.60. 70. Watching break of 34. Out of it at 33.90. There's 34.40. All lows at 36. Gonna size down on it. I don't really feel comfortable trading it too much with the spread and everything. Watching 35. Out at 35.25. All lows at 36.50. Watching 36 and 36.50. Watching break at 36. Out of it at 35, took the loss. One more attempt of 36. Starter here 35.70. 35.50 on the ask. Pushing 36. I'm gonna have to cut it for a loss. We'll be right on the stock. That's fine. LGMK might be waking up here. Has it broke view up, but it's reclaiming. Five-minute chart. First count making new highs 23.75. Dollar at 23 on TIBC. Buyer at 22.60. Seller thinning out at 23. Watching that seller thin out at 23. Seller at 22.80. I have to panic out at 22. It's a big loss, but I had to panic out because if it broke 22, there's no telling how low it would go. Probably sized in too much before the seller broke. That last ad was too much. Okay, we'll see the range here that's created by this dip. See if that creates enough range for the break of 23. Seller at 22 now. Yeah, this might just be low volume. A lot of big sellers. LGMK still needs to really get back over 23. No worries, Flores. Take care. Yeah, NL. Break of 10. It's pretty light volume. It's back below 950. With that kind of range, I gotta size down on it. Get a starter at 80. Watching 990. Break of 10. Break of 10 here. Add at 91. Watching 990. Break a 10. Out at 44. Alright, well. Color at 23 on BRDS. I want to see that break for an ad. Seller at 22.94. Watching 23.20 for the break. Need to see 23.20 here. There's 23.40. 23.60 is the new spot to watch. Seller at 23.30. Taking it off break even. This might have been a small loss. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a small loss. Kind of disappointed that I gave that much back on a TIBC. It's just a 1 cent loss on 24,000 shares. I think it was right here. Not sure. Might have been here actually. Yeah, I think it was in at 23. I stopped out at 22. That's what happened. There was a big seller at 23. I was buying into the seller, but no one else was buying in behind me, so we didn't break it, and then I can't hold that kind of position below 22. So we cut it, took a big loss. Then we have Banel. We took a $160 loss on 40 or 400 shares. In at around 980 average, and then stopped out at 940. Two big losses in a row brought us from 750 on the day to 320. Not the best. We'll definitely take a look at those later today. For now, though, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, dip traders LGMK was very nice. I actually didn't really get back that much profit back on it. Well, I get profit back on other things, but I've been pretty good about not trading this backside. My hands are off the keyboard right now. I'm just watching BMEA, watching its price action. Hmm. I'll probably be logging off here soon. I've already given back half, so it's a good reason to stop. 3608, barely, and then it's back down to 3550 on the bids. There's no way you'd be able to get out of that unless you sold on the rip. If you sold as it ripped through 36, maybe you get a good fill if you mark it, but if you go ask, if you sell on the ask, you'd probably have to start selling it at like 35.90 in order to get filled. That'd be a tough one. There's a buyer at 2160 on LGMK. You up at 2250. Volume coming into it. First 5 minute counts making a new high. Buyer at 2250 or 2230. Bit of a doji candle here. Coming back down. 2270. Level 2 is accelerating a little bit. Taking a starter at 2250. Watch that 70 level for an ad. Watching 2270. Buyer at 2250, holding us up. Watching break at 23. $23.50. Out of it. Now watching 23.50. Says we hit 24 there for a second. And I didn't see that. Starter here, 23.50. Buyers at 23.30. 24. Cutting at 23.80. Buyers at 23.80. Watching 24. Break of 24 here. Out of it at 24. Small gain. Don't fully trust it yet. Sellers at 24. Buyers at 23.90 and 80. Small break-even trade there. Okay, 24. Buyer at 23.80. Watching 24 break here. Out of it at 23.85. Watching 24 one more time. 24.50. 24.50. And with starter size. Taking off at 24.20. BRDS is also running. High of 24.88. It's funny, these two are at the exact same price. At 24.10, LGMK. Fire at 24. Watching 24.40, break to 24.50. $24.40. Out of it at 24. Small loss. Buyers at 24. They're getting eaten up though. Watching BRDS. Break at 24.50. 24.80. Does it keep going here or is there too many sellers? Too much selling. Out of it for a small loss. Watching 25 here. Big seller at 25. Do we break though? That's the question. I'm gonna take this off at 24.90, play it safe, and then we'll look to get back in if the 25 looks like it's gonna break. This is high of day market hours on BRDS. Back in 24.80. Gonna cut it. $40 loss or $30 loss. You know what? I'm actually gonna size down. I don't want to get dropped out too much. 25 here. $480, big seller, but it's getting bought through. Watching 25 here. 25 is breaking. 25.20. Out of it. Made some money on it. Not too much. Like 30, 40 bucks. Didn't like that fill. The ask jumped up on me. There's a seller in the 24.85 area. So volume kind of died off LGMK, but it's staying around on BRDS. Big buyer at 24.77. Looking at the retest of 25 here. There's 25.40. Out of it there. 25.70. Buyer at 25.50. Watching 26 here for the breakout. There's 26.01. Big buyer at 26.70. Or 25.70. Huge buyer. Taking off as the buyer looks like it's going to break. So lost on that ad at 26. Darn. Lost 40 bucks on that ad. $25.90 big buyer or big seller at $25.90. You just see a big buyer. More volume through that $25.90 area. Buyer at $25.90. Took some off at $25.77. Watching $25.90. Out the rest at $25.80. You know what? LCL is starting to pop up with volume towards VWAP. So we'll see if that one actually wants to go. $66 is to watch on that one. Big seller at $25.50 on BRDS. Starter here at 25 on a dip. Watching 25.50. $25.37 has a seller. Big buyer at 25.11. There's 25.50. Seller at 25.50. Big buyers at 25.30. Big sellers 25.56. Still there. Watching 25.56. There's a big seller there. 50,000 shares. It's getting sold into. There we go. Watching 2580 now and 26. Taking up half my original position. 2575. Adding at 2580 for the break of 26. Watching 26 here. 2590, 26, watching 26 break. Huge buyer at 2530. Watching 2650. Out at 2585 as it comes back down. What a wick. There was a huge 330,000 share buyer at 2590. So it shot up to 27, but then the buyer just was gone. Didn't even hold for a second. Darn, during that time we actually missed a move on LGMK right here. Shucky darn. From 23 to 25, that looks like a good move. But it's back down though. Oh well, we missed that move. But we did catch something on BRDS, so it's not like we missed profit. Starter at 26 on BRDS. There's a buyer at 2590. Out of it at 2580. Of course, as soon as I switch back, LCL starts to move. 25 or 65 is the spot to watch. But it is low volume. It needs to increase volume first. Watching 2650. My 630 there. I'm gonna cut it break even. Seems like there's a lot of selling pressure on BRDS right now. It keeps climbing higher, but it feels heavy. I assume there's a big seller at 27 once we get up there. Watching 27. Watching 27 break. By 6.99. Yeah, I just took it off for a tenth of a penny of profit. So like $8. So LGMK has come down for a third time now towards VWAP. Once here, another time here, another time here. And since that's the one that I've made most of my money on, that's the one that's kind of dying, I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm totally satisfied with today. Um, I had those two trades where I gave back $400. Not happy about those, but I'll study up on those two trades in particular tonight and come back tomorrow stronger, better, and yeah. Today we got our sub $1 setup, which is nice. Gonna go ahead and call it here, up 523 before fees and commissions, but today we traded pretty much exclusively stocks under $1. We used a lot of share size to do so, and so after fees we're actually only up 430. So about $90 in fees today, which isn't exactly great, having it take up that much percentage of our gains. It wouldn't have taken up that big of a percentage if we didn't have those two huge red trades, but because of that, it's taking up almost 20% of our gains today. So, unfortunate the fees are so high today, but we were able to make money. That's the bright side. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, and let's hopefully continue this green streak. Alright, take care. Peace out. See you, ladies. See you, Kareem, Romaine, Mobile. Alright, take care.